What's up, Scrappy peeps? It's your favourite Inkie time. It's Grab Freaking 5 time. Grab 5, if you're new to my channel, is where I tell you to grab 5 things from your stash and challenge yourself. Challenge away to use all 5 of them in a layout. It can be Project Life, it can be mixed media, it can be whatever you freaking like. This week, I'm doing a layout and I'm using this. This was from a calendar paper pad from Webster's Pages, and this is, I think it's January, yeah. And I only picked it because it was blue, not because it was January. They are some overlays from Project Life from the Sweet edition. Then I have the washi tape booklet from Dear Lizzie, Fine and Dandy, I think. Yes, Fine and Dandy. Then I have these, where are they? Here they are. These little wood veneer adhesive shape things. I think they're from Pink Fresh Studio, correct me if I'm wrong. I got those in a kit subscription. And then finally, I just thought I'd try something a bit different, mix up my Grab 5 a little bit. This is the die cutting dies. They're called dies, aren't they? Yep, the die cutting dies from Maggie Holmes Open Book Crepe Paper. And I'm scrapping this photo of these 3 buff heads today. So the one on the right is my husband, and then the other 2 are our 2 best friends. So let's see what I can do. Now off camera I did use those dies to, oh wow, we're going so quick. Off camera I did use some gold glitter paper from my stash to die cut the Love This using my Big Shot. If you have no idea what die cutting is, let me know in the comments below and I can do a little how-to video on it. I didn't know what it was. It's where you use like this machine and you crank a die through them with paper and it cuts it for you. It's amazing. So I decided I'm going to use this cut apart and take it as layering papers, just like I usually would with a 6x6 paper pad. So that's an idea. If you have a cut apart that you just don't think you'll use properly as a cut apart, just treat it like little scraps of paper. That's what I'm doing here. Adding some double-sided tape. I get my double-sided tape from Spotlight. It's just their, I think they've only got one brand. I buy it in packs of 3, but it's really quite a nifty one. And I'm just cutting away. See, this cut apart, I wouldn't use scissors. I don't really have a need to. So just that little poke of white just gives it a little bit more dimension, which is nice. And then what am I doing here? Adding a tiny bit of blue to bring out the blue in the background of the picture. And I'm fooling everyone because it looks like that blue piece is long, but it's not. Now, I'm the type of person that I can't cut out a tag unless I put a hole in it and make it into a tag. I don't know what it is. I can't just leave the tag without the ribbon or the twine in it. It just doesn't work for me. So this, I believe, is an 8.5 by 11 layout. And I thought I'd use the Camera Loves You because Patch on the end, that's in the red shirt, that's exactly the type of thing that he would say about himself. So Patch, if you ever watch this, doubt you will, but this title's for you. So I really love the bromance that these 3 have, and just a cute photo just to highlight their friendship. Now you've got to be careful with overlays. This isn't actually what they're for. They're meant to be for placing over photos when you're using Project Life pockets. But you know what? I never use things what they're meant to be used for. Well, I do, but I often don't use things what they're meant to be used for. That's the rebellion in me. It's the only time I'm rebellious. Every other facet of life, I am the most follow the rule girl you could ever meet. I've never got a detention. I never step a toe out of line. But when it comes to scrapping, ooh, break the rules. So when you do attach an overlay, you do have to be careful because, oh, what am I going on about there? Oh, my glossy accents is stuck. When you attach an overlay, you've got to be careful because it's see-through. So you've got to make sure you use some glue that you can't see. So I just use some staples to attach it down. And now I'm using my glossy accents. But you've got to be careful with this stuff because if you put too much on, like I often do, and it smudges out the side, then you can see it because it's glossy and it's an accent. So I've done a few voiceovers in a row now and I'm kind of petering out on the jokes. I've fallen into dad joke territory, and you know when you fall into dad joke territory, that you need to have a break and you need to regroup your humour, and so that you can continue on. Adding this washi tape booklet strips. Now, this washi tape booklet, I had 2 issues with it. The first one was a lot of the patterns I felt were rather busy, so I did struggle. That's why I've still got so much of it left. And the other thing is sometimes they were a bit hard to get off the pad. They were very stubborn. Now I'm adding these little hearts and stars are from Studio Calico, and they were once again lying on my tabletop. I really do recommend that if you're someone that often gets mind blocks with your scrapbooking, put a little bowl on your tabletop and just chuck little leftover bits of embellishments, because sometimes they're exactly what you just need to reach for without going through all of your stash. For my journaling, I did decide to use my typewriter. This was filmed actually back in January, and I'm only just getting to edit it now because March was a complete write-off. Oh, I'm thinking here, Del's got a problem. Del's thinking for a while. What's she gonna do? She's gonna glossy accent it and take the risk, I think. But yes, I did film this back in January, so it's been a little while, but I went through a real typewriter phase in January. It's when I rediscovered, I actually cleaned out a cupboard and refound my typewriter. So a lot of the layouts around this time do have typing on them. And I think, what? We're done. The jazz hands are out. That must mean we're complete. So this was a simple, quick layout. But yeah, I really do recommend that you try and challenge yourself to use scrapbook products in a different way. So use the cut apart that was meant for pockets as a layering piece, or use the overlay, which was meant to just be plonked on top, as an embellishment. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a likey if you did. Oh, I think I wanted to put some stitching in there, and I might do that off camera, maybe, if I can be bothered to. So grab 5 things from your stash. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried Grab 5 and how you went with it as well. Or one more thing, can I put it on? Should I put it on? You shouldn't, Adele. Just put it back. Good girl. All right, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!